Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be covering how to put shapes into your build space so you can kind of skip some of those steps with putting sketches in and actually just jump right into making some basic shapes. As such, since some of them are very straightforward, I'm going to be skipping a few of them since function-wise they are created the same way. So you just want to go to this create dropdown. And we're going to be covering these shapes right here. So box all the way to Taurus, they all kind of function very similarly in how you manipulate and put those shapes into the build space. So we're actually just going to start with the Taurus and then we'll do coil and pipe. So with the Taurus, you want to choose a plane. We're just going to choose the floor, the base. I guess in this instance is the back. And it's going to ask us to drop a circle. So I'm just going to use a center point. And you can see I have this circle created. I'm going to put 2, click enter, and now I have just all of a sudden made like a donut of or sorts. It's called a torus, and the next option I have is to change the diameter of this revolution, in essence what I've created. I can also still change the radius of the circle, but that's pretty much all it really is. You can also use the measurements from the inside of the sketch. You can use the measurements from the outside of the sketch or from the center, which is what the default is. And that's it for the Taurus. So I'm just going to click cancel. Next, we have the coil. Coil, or like a spring, you want to select the plane. And you're going to be, again, creating a circle. So let's just do a 2. And boom, it already creates that spring right away. And there's still a few different things you can control. You can still control this diameter here and how wide the spring is going to be. You can control how thick the diameter of the spring is going to be, and you can also change the height between each coil. One of the cool things also is you can also change the angle as well. So if you want to spiral it down or spiral it out, that's something you can do. And with all of these toggles, you can also again type them in individually in these various locations. You can have also different shape cross sections. Actually, let's just start at the top right here. You can have the revolution in pitch, which is the space in between each revolution. You can have height in pitch, which is just the overall height based on that pitch. So based on the measurement from this point to this point, one single revolution. And also you can just have a spiral, which is actually really cool. You can do it flat. That's a feature I didn't even know that they had built in, and so that's something that's really cool to be able to do that. You can also rotate, so if you want to change the direction of the rotation, you can do that for any of these types of revolutions. Again, you can change the section or the cross section of the shape that you're choosing right now. It defaults to circle, but you could do a square, you could do a triangle where it's the external, or you can do a triangle where it's internal, flipping the point of that triangle. You can also change where it's positioning, if it's on the inside of this line, or if it's on the center or the outside, as well as the section size, which is, just put 1 in there, and you can see how it's creating that cross section. It's increasing the size. And we're going to cancel that too, and we're going to jump over to pipe. I think personally pipe is kind of a misleading title. It's more of a rod, if you will, because it's not a hollowed out pipe. So first you want to choose a path. I already had this path drawn up, so I'm just going to click on that, and you can see that it has just created a sweep, if you will. You can change the diameter of that pipe just by dragging, and like many of the other ones, you can change what that cross section is going to look like. And that's it, really. So I mean, they're really simple tools, but this really cuts out a lot of the time you may need to spend in sketches, which is really awesome. And these are tools that I've actually rarely used, but the more I've looked into them preparing for this video, the more I'm like, this is really awesome and can save a lot of time. If you like this video, please like, please subscribe. Have any comments or questions, just plop them down right down there. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video and look forward to seeing you in the next few.